Yo, it's your boy Henji.
What's good? It's Tweez.
You know what time it is, and we are back with Check Up One on One. Tweez, what's happening, my man?
Not too much. I'm ready to dive into the docket.
Let's jump right to it then, brother. Hey, NBA's here. We've got some good stuff going.
Yeah, I like it.
Teams are kind of finding their groove, kind of finding their speed. It's just some new trends in the league. Let's get right to it. What is going on with the Memphis Grizzlies? What you got?
Well, instantly, I think they got a case of too much Tillman.
Mm,
Too much playing time for Tillman. All right. They got a hole in the front court. Steven with the PCL injury. It's looking bad. We wish for a speedy recovery for all injuries in the NBA. But he's going. He's under the knife. His knee injury. He's getting older. And they got Brandon Clark suffering from the Achilles injury. He's trying to recover from the Achilles. It's a lot of things going on, and then the toughness is just gone. Those two pieces, and then you add Dylan Brooks into the mix.
No Dylan.
No Dylan. Never thought I'd be saying this, but no Dylan. No attitude. No grit. And, the elephant that's not in the room. Ja Morant.
Yeah.
What you got, man?
Memphis Grizzlies right now, 1-6. No one saw it coming. And they look really bad. Bad. And like I say, no one saw it coming. Why? Because it just paid Desmond Bain $200 million. Why? Triple J just got $100 million. You thinking this team's supposed to be solid one way or another. But it ain't. You're going to say, well, Desmond Bain's averaging 26. He is. Triple J's averaging, 23 and 10? He is. But for some odd reason, it's still 1-6.
It's not adding up to wins. And like I said, that they just lack that toughness. They don't have that. It's not giving that Memphis grit that we've been feeling for the past couple of years.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's not. So I just feel like if something doesn't change in terms of the energy out there, we're headed for a season where I don't know how much Ja Morant can help them recover. I know that he can bring them back afloat, but can he change the outcome of the season if they get too deep?
No, if they get to like 3-17, I don't think there's no return from that one. They're missing the playoffs this year. They're looking for a lottery pick. But I'll tell you one thing. Ja Morant right now is saying, remember that narrative y'all trying to paint last year? This team they can win without me. They know how to do it. Nah, you need me. And get ready. Because when I return, it's going to be all NBA Ja Morant again.
And not to mention, in the words of IT, you're going to have to bring the Brinks truck.
You got to bring it.
They're going to have to pay top dollar now that they've been exposed. We thought that they could survive. Yeah, like their record showed before that they could survive without Ja. But without the toughness, without the attitude, with this hole in the front court, they need Ja. They need Ja to score and apply pressure at the basket. They need his star power. They need they just need his athleticism. They seem a bit stiff out there. Like they don't have the same switchability that they used to have. So I think, yeah, they're going through some tough times. It's looking like a desperation time is coming soon for Memphis.
It'll be coming soon this season. I really just think once they get Ja back, things will become settled. Like I said, I don't know necessarily if it's going to be playoffs. Because like I said, if they get 3-17 in the 20 games that he's out.
In the West?
They're done. They can kiss the playoffs goodbye this season for sure. But we're talking about Ja and young players in the league. Well, let's go ahead and transition to the next young guys up that are 23 and under. Tweez, we know we got the notables. What are you thinking about there?
Halliburton. I love that. Who I think will be the MVP this year. Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
All right. And it's just those two guys really stand out at the top of the list for me as like I think it was just
You got Luka.
Luka. Who else is on there? That Trae Young's got a little bit old for this list now.
Yeah, I think Trae Young might have aged out on the list. Yeah, but we got there's a few out there, young guys who are out there just making the league.
More standard guys.
Just shake, you know what I mean? But we're talking about like big superstar status guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into two guys that I've been, keeping my eye on. And these guys will make the jump this season, in fact. And when I say the jump, we were looking at borderline all-star players.
You think the time is now?
If not all-star players.
Okay, talk to me.
My first guy,
Mm-hmm.
Houston Rocket, Alfred Sengun.
Whoa.
If you don't know him, get to know him now. Year 3 in the league, 21 years old. Can do it all. Can score it, can pass it, can rebound, and defend.
Mm-hmm.
He is of the Joker build. You'll say, what? You were like, no, he is. He averages 18.5, 9.5 rebounds, 7 assists. If you need someone to put a little prop on, he's the guy.
He's the one?
He's the guy. Assists, rebounds. He's the guy you need. Alfred Sengun, shooting 57% from the field. And again, it's going to be 5 years from now. When you hear the name Alfred Sengun, you're going to say, where are you coming from? No. He's been doing this last year again in his second season in the league. He averaged 15, 8, 4 assists. We're just seeing a jump. And I'm saying he's at 18 points now, 7 games in the season. That will be at 20. Rebounds will be at about 11. Assists might even jump to 8. He's the next up. I'm telling you now. That's my one guy right now. Got another one. I want to hear your first up. Alfred Sengun.
Before we pass on Alfred, right? Do you think that he's going to change the dynamic and be the focus of Houston going forward over Jalen Green? Think that's a possibility?
I think that it could just be a 1-2 punch.
Nice.
I think it'd be a strong 1-2 punch. They're kids right now, and they're trying to get some help too with some vets. Dylan Brooks over there, Van Fleet on the court with them. They're trying to learn some stuff from those vets, and they're trying to fast track them. But they're gonna be running through those two. That's gonna be the future of Houston.
Gotcha. Speaking of futures of franchises, you would think that a team with the MVP would have that kind of idea sewed up, right?
Oh yeah,
right. But I'm here to tell you that the jump that you're talking about, jump that's going to be made in a drastic way by Tyrese Maxey. He's got the space. He's got Harden out of the way. He's been given the keys, and he's delivering. He's making every read that needs to be made, and he's of the new era archetype.
What you got?
Slash and splash.
Slash and splash.
Slash and splash. He gets the ball. You don't know what's coming, but you know you got to respect that jumper because he's shooting 44% from 3 this year, 50 from the field, 93% from the free throw line.
Oh my goodness.
So he's getting to, and he's able to get to the line with that slash and splash type. He gets to the rack, 25.5 points, and he's also still able to deliver 7.3 assists. I am so glad that they have made room for Tyrese Maxey to have space to make this jump, and I honestly think that time is now.
Yeah.
I think Joel is also embracing this because it doesn't have that feeling of like selfish absorption, right? It's just taking advantage of what the defense gives him and the opportunities that he's given every night. He's playing very hard.
Yeah. I hear you. I'm going to move on here. My next guy. I know y'all are going to say here, well, he's kind of arrived already. Rookie last year, strong. Ended up being an all-star. He was on the FIBA team. That's Paolo. Paolo Banchero. He's up now. There's no looking back. There is a star again in Orlando. And it's Paolo. I know you're like, well, his numbers have dropped so far. It's only 7 games in. 18 points a game. 6 rebounds. 5.6 assists. I mean, that's versatility. if you're not reading it at all. 47% from the field. And he's already got a moment. Y'all saw it. If you didn't, watch the highlights. He went down to the cup, left you lay on Utah, basket. And what did he say at the end? That's what I do. We're here for that.
I love that.
I'm born for that. Paolo already has moments in year 2. Paolo already has the award in year 1, which he's going to grow from. You're saying it's just 18. It will be 23 by year's end. It will be 23. It will be 8 boards. And we might even stick around this 5 assist thing. He's a complete ball player. There's a future in Orlando. Him and Franz, they got something, but Paolo is the number 1. And I'm telling you this year.
I love that. I love Orlando. I love what they got going on. And I maybe I'm putting too much pressure. You let me know. But I think that Paolo gives me vibes of Melo plus. Yes,
Melo
plus.
That's fine.
Diversity, the ability to distribute, like you just mentioned. He's able to play make in a way that I don't think that Melo could, but with that same weight and pressure. Yeah. The guy that I got also is blessed with the physical nature that is necessary to be a force in this league. Cade Cunningham. I think is going to make that jump. I think he's embraced the role of being the center of Detroit. I think they missed a lot of that last year, a lot of development. And I think that he's moving fast. I think he went to Luka camp somewhere and figured out how to harness this idea of using his body, even though he lacks the same like explosion maybe that the other stars his size have. But he's able to use that and leverage to 23 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists. Now, he's not shooting that great from the field, 41%, 34 from 3. But what I love and what I'm anticipating is the aggression. What I only questioned about Cade the whole time is his motor, his drive. How much did he want to be the guy? But these explosive nights where he's shooting the ball upwards of 22 times a night, he's already averaging 20.6 shots or something like that, like a night right now. So he's shooting like a star. He's taking the harness and he's ready. He's ready to take that position.
He's not afraid.
He's not afraid. And I think that he'll be able to deliver. And even though he's not shooting well, he is shooting 84% from the line. So we don't have to worry about him being scared of having the ball down the stretch and being aggressive in what they're calling clutch moments.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. Let me tell you this. I wasn't the biggest fan of Cade when he was a rookie. But I'm seeing a guy here, like you said, who's able to just play that role, who can just pull off really anything. He can play either guard position. And I'm fully impressed. I like what I see. Keep that going, Cade. But I'm going to go ahead and, we've been talking a bit positive about some folks. But I got to get something off my chest here.
Okay.
Chicago Bulls. It's time to check up or shut up. Because I'm sick of it. They might be the first team in history, Tweez, to have a players meeting after the first game of the season. Who, what, where, when, how? I sound like an ELA teacher. Has that ever happened? When? You have 3 potential All-Stars. Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Voos. Y'all ain't done a damn thing. Not a playoff win. Not a series win. Y'all ain't done a damn thing. Billy Donovan. The burner account comments were true. Katie knew. You can't coach. You're not it. I need you to know that.
Billy's not it?
No. Katie knew what he was doing.
He's in the wrong league.
Katie didn't swell. Katie told the truth on the burner account. These guys don't know nothing, end of game situation. Billy don't know nothing, period. And again, let's talk about the records. This year, you guys are 3-5.
Mm.
What?
Mm.
Last year, 40-42. And I know y'all gonna say, well, Lonzo wasn't there. Right. The year before, 46-36. We ain't seen 50 wins. And y'all haven't made an adjustment since Lonzo's been out. Who is doing the thinking? Who is doing the thinking? Tweeds, please talk to me. Because I'm over Chicago Bulls. I'm done with you.
Chicago, it's smelly. It's smelly out there. Going on the same page that you're on right here, talking about things that make me feel away. Let's talk about departure for me. Let's talk about departure. Someone that I think who missed a lot of the criticism that they deserved, Doc Rivers. Things are changing in Philadelphia. Things are different. The effort is right. Players are being put in correct positions.
That's what it feels like.
It feels that way. But before I just dive in on just Doc, let me add in his partner in crime who also departed. James Harden. You guys seem to have problems with spacing and dealing with other personalities. It just seems that way. James, you're out. Philly is better. Let me be the first one to say that. I think that Philly is better without James Harden. I don't think Embiid is going anywhere. I know we were discussing us being worried about him feeling the type of way. I think what he was missing was a crew of dogs. A little army mutt to be barking in his ear and making him feel like he's the one, and also that his team, this is the team for you. This is the team to lead. This is the team to be the best Embiid with. You got people that will fight for you, will give their all for you. Not harding you out. Oubre. Pat Beverly. Funny enough, speaking of departure, didn't he just leave the place that you say? Is these kind of guys are not respected. Their value is dropping, and teams are missing it. But not Philadelphia. They got two of them in Pat Beverly and Kelly Oubre.
What is it? Pat Beverly's like the highest rated defensive player in the league?
The first.
Number one. 5'11" guard. Not a big man.
Then when you talk about the other switchability they got Nicholas Batum on a contract year. You know he's coming to play.
He balls every contract season.
He needs to get paid. They got joint interest now. He's ready to go. And then you got Rocco back home in the only place that he's ever been significant, in Philadelphia again, with his last hurrah, his last chance to prove that he deserves the vet minimum for the next 4 years or so. So it's a big year for these guys. They're all on the same page. Honestly, this team actually reminds me of the only team that won the championship last year. That is the Denver Nuggets. I know you're thinking, what?
I'm trying to hear that. Talk to me.
All right, so Joel Embiid being the centerpiece at the center, even though he's not as dishy as Jokic is, he gives me the same ability to apply pressure in the paint in ways that defenses must adjust to. Then, when we're talking about the slash and splash archetype, you got Tyrese Maxey, similar to the idea of playing off that two-man game with Jamal Murray.
I can see that a little bit.
Then we talk about switchability, length, defenders, cutters, people that work hard. We got Kelly Oubre, Rocco, Tobias Harris. They give me the same feeling of Michael Porter. All right, Gordon.
Aaron Gordon.
All right. It feels the same. The build feels the same. Maybe they're the only ones that got the memo. It's not about having a bunch of high-powered all-stars. It's about having two core players and spreading the wealth.
And just good roles. Guys who know who they are. There's no confusion on who they are on game night.
No confusion, and you don't know who's going to get hot. Everyone gets the opportunity to get hot. I think Philly's in a much better situation, and I think it's all due to them cutting the fat. No more James Harden, and no more Doc Rivers.
Hey, I ain't mad at that, brother. Let's go ahead and take the turn to the NFL. The league. We got some news here. Aaron Rodgers eyes his return week 16 from that Achilles against the Commanders. Aaron Rodgers, sit your ass down. I don't mean to curse on no grown man, but sit your ass down. I don't know what surgery, I don't know what rehab that you think you got. A torn Achilles after a couple months, finna be torn again if you step on that field. One big dodo D lineman fall on that Achilles, you might be done for life. Again, I don't know what rehab, but ain't nothing I know. Sit your ass down, A-Rod. Please don't do it.
Please. Him considering coming back is clearly under the delusional act. I don't understand why he would try to play again. This is not basketball. All right? The same kind of aggression, from what I understand, is what got you hurt in the first place. Let it go. Don't extend the play. It's okay. Sit the season out.
Be done.
Be finished. Because it's a dangerous NFL. We're seeing players go down nightly. People who are in the best tip-top of shape. Bodies crumble in an instant. There's no need for him to come back. Let Zach do his thing.
But I'll tell you one thing. If Aaron Rodgers is able to pull this off, whoever the hell his doctor is about to get hella dope.
Hey, but this is the same one who thinks that did he say he was vaccinated? Right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I don't think he understands. I think he's just a little bit delusional.
I got you.
I don't think it's the health thing. I don't think he gets it.
He's just But he's also one of the guys that's like, the universe has to give me the signs. Yada yada yada. Again, more power to you. No disrespect.
Hey.
But I'm a guy that believes in medicine. I'm a guy that believes, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a way this thing works. And then folks got to figure it out for the most part.
And even if it's not medicine, I at least believe in rehab time.
Right. You need some more time, my boy. Let's move on to the biggest NFL surprises of the season. And I'm going to tell you this here. I mean, I know you're all going to be like, well, this guy's a top draft pick, yada, yada, yada. It's C.J. Stroud. It is C.J. Stroud of the Houston Texans. No one saw it. Everyone thought he would just come in, be a game manager. They maybe win 4 games, 5 games, go get a number 1 draft pick again. Everyone thought this would be a defensive ball club led by DeMeco Ryans. You know how he does. He preaches defense, run the football. That is not what happened. You have a guy from Ohio State, from a school that didn't have any quarterback success for in the NFL, with a laundry list of guys. Y'all see me go through the list. He is about to be the first to break the mold. 2,270 yards, 14 touchdowns, 1 interception on the season. The guy is top 10 in every statistical category. If he continues this pace, he is on pace to shatter the NFL rookie record for every single category. 4,400 yards, which is owned by Andrew Luck. He is on pace for 4,800. 14 touchdowns he has right now. He's on pace for 30. 1 interception. He'll only have 2. This guy is amazing. And again, I was one of the ones that say, you know what? I just go with what I know. Ohio State, there's something going on over there. The coaches can't coach. No. That ain't happening. CJ is telling y'all now, it's my team. They're 4-4 because of me. I got game-winning drives. I know how to finish games. CJ, you are the biggest surprise. CJ, you are that boy. The Rookie of the Year is signed, sealed, and delivered. NFL, just go ahead and send it. Send it to CJ Crib. Send it to Texas. Just send it now. Because CJ got that thing locked up in the bag. You already know what time it is. Tweez, talk to him.
Well, I also have a young guy. Unsuspected. 5th round. 177th pick. On Twitter, on Instagram, described as ASAP Puka Naka.
Puka.
All right, he's having an amazing season right now for the Rams.
Anybody in the world seeing this?
All right, no one saw it coming. He just broke Cooper Kupp's record for rookie receptions.
Oh, wow.
With 64 in Game 8.
Season ain't even over yet.
In Game 8. In 97 yards. And he gets 91.9 of those per game, by the way. he will pass Eddie Kennison with the record that he set for rookies at that franchise in 1996.
Wow.
He has 827 yards, 13 yards a pop, or 12.9, 2 touchdowns, and also he currently holds the record for rookie receptions over 8 games and is on pace for 121, which will be 17 more than the record set by Jalen Waddle.
Wow.
He is also making strides to becoming a star quickly, and Cooper Kupp is now playing alongside him instead of leading him, it seems.
For sure. That's what's happening.
He is shaking up the NFL at receiver, and there's plenty more to come. Doesn't have the stature, came out of BYU, wasn't a lot of attention coming in.
No. It's 5th round draft pick.
But he's showing himself right now.
Puka. Do the damn thing. Puka. Hey, Tweez, man. You got any last words, man, before we get up out of here for the week?
Austin, you're playing better. But you're still messing up my parlays. So let's get in sync, bro. Let's get in sync. Let's figure this thing out. That's it.
I ain't mad at you, my boy. Hey, man. Make sure that y'all comment. Make sure that y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Check up 101. We out.